Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about time. Time is literally the fourth dimension. There are three dimensions in space: up and down, left and right, forward and backwards. And the fourth dimension is time. It would be pointless if we were living in a three-dimensional world. In the absence of time, nothing would be moving. But is anything in fact moving? Because if you freeze time, then nothing moves. So only time allows things to move and to happen throughout space, throughout the universe. So that being said, um, if we have a software that is loading, you just started the computer, there's a time to load. So time is plays a very important uh, role in all of the universe because without motion, without reactions, nothing can come into existence or out of existence. There's no flux, there's no exchange. Nothing happens, and there's nothing. Even the beginning of the universe required time so that the universe could expand and form all the galaxies and stars and planets and worlds and people and animals and insects and all kinds of fish and so forth. So, could it be possible to live in a two-dimensional world? But without time, it would also be frozen. Well, with regards to dimensions, we gotta think of one thing quite important, is that even though the Earth is a globe, a three-dimensional globe, we live on its surface, almost like as if the three-dimensional reality in which we live, we only get to see, we only get to live on the surface. And the speed of time could very well be the speed of light. In other words, how do these things connect with each other in the first place? We have the complexities of the computers. We got the complexities of the natural world. Everything, vanity, everything details, everything are labels or definitions, words everywhere. There's no book if there's no words. Well, what if the book has images? Then a picture's worth 1,000 words. So that means you can have a book with just pictures. But you cannot have a book with no pictures or words. Well, yes, you can. A book that you're gonna write has no words and images, but you're gonna write on it. So, in other words, the description of reality. What is reality without time? Just can't be. But there's several ways that leads to Rome, meaning there's several things that could happen. So it's not because I live in a three-dimensional world that there are actually no people living in a fourth dimension world. I have two eyes. Maybe people in a fourth dimension can not only see forward but backwards at the same time. They are at another level. Because the goal of wisdom and the pursuit of wisdom is trying to imagine things out of the box. So you got to think outside of the box. You cannot just be okay with what people are saying and just agree with everything. You have to explore, you have to observe, but you also have to listen and learn. Because with regards to time, What we have is that um, we have the matrix and we have the dimensions. We got the vectors of space and time, and everything is somewhat entangled with each other, leading to the unified cosmos, the universe with all of its elements. Now, um, the higher up you go, the simpler it gets, because the higher up you go throughout the dimensions, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, eighth dimension, ninth dimension, 10th dimension, as much as 11 or 12, who knows? More simpler things become. Like, for example, particles exist at another dimension because they can teleport, they can exchange information even faster than the speed of light, such as an entanglement. They can go through walls, they can go through potential wells. We don't know how, but that's called quantum tunneling. So, and when we see our universe, it's very solid, but it's probably not as solid as you may think. There's probably other things besides being solid. So the goal of life and the goal of existence and the understanding of what time is and what space is understanding is the exploration of what could happen. You know, even Richard Feynman said there's several histories that lead to our future. There's several histories that lead to our present, and there's parallel universes in the multiverse. So the possibilities are great, and the number of books that can be written is infinite. And all we have to do is prosper in this wilderness, which we call space, and learn from each other and grow and be happy and stop wasting our time with worthless things and enjoy the time and let the time flow. Just let it flow and let it happen. Thanks for watching.